pre-recorded live from the Springfield Comedy Club. It's the Derek Luna Show. This week, our 2025 year-end review. Plus, clips from all the fun we've had in the last couple months of the year. But now he's wearing a suit jacket, but he's not dead yet. It's Derek Luna. That's correct. That's true. I'm not dead yet. I told myself a long time ago I would only wear a suit jacket if I was dead at my own funeral. But recently, yeah, you get a little older in comedy. You kind of start getting some gigs that are a little fancier. And you get an agent who says, hey, you should start wearing the jacket. And so I'm trying to get comfortable wearing the jacket. So here we are. I'm looking kind of spiffy, I think. But yeah, we're here at the brand new club here in Springfield, Missouri, the Springfield Comedy Club, part of the Bark Entertainment chain. And this is my first weekend working here at the club. I'm opening for Adam Hunter. And wow, so awesome. What a great club. Rest in peace, Blue Room. A lot of great memories at the old Blue Room. A lot of great friends. But it's a new chapter, and we're excited to have the new club in town. It's been fun so far. Everybody working here is great, and it was a great weekend. We just finished our last show. Adam's on right on stage right now. I'm done, basically, for the weekend. And, yeah, I wanted to start off the new year, our 2026 season, with a bit of a wrap-up. So here's what happened. I finished last season with Las Vegas in the World Series of Comedy Finals, which was a fantastic episode, if you ask me personally. But we finished with that one, and I had a whole bunch of stuff that happened the rest of the year. A lot of exciting stuff, but I just got lazy. Let's be honest. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of hard work to put together the old Derek Luna Show, and I got a little bit lazy about it. And so I ended up recording kind of like 6 half episodes, is a good way to put it. It's my fault, guys. But I decided what we could do, we could kick off the 2026 season with just a mishmash of all the fun stuff that happened basically in November and December of the last year. I made a little list. Oh man, so much fun stuff. We played a banquet show with Robbie Aces. We took several trips up north to Minnesota, to Duluth, with no heater working in my car. The Crow was without a heater, which was an Arctic expedition. It's crazy. I was sleeping in my car. What else did we do? We played Ohio with Dave Stone. I got a word with Dave Stone. We had a Christmas show in December with the notorious Dan Alton and my friend Ryan Shields, who's a comic and a part-time stuntman, set himself on fire, if you can believe that. We went to Wisconsin and Ohio with Katie Still. I played a boat club in Michigan, a yacht club on the lake with Brian Atkinson. What else happened? So much fun stuff. I spent a lot of quality time with my baby girl. It was an eventful couple months, but yeah, like I said, I only got, kind of like half episodes filmed. So here we go. Here it is. Just a mishmash of all the fun bullshit we did in November and December. There's a lot of good stuff in here. This will probably end up being a longer episode as we kick off 2026, a brand new season of the Derek Luna Show. So enjoy these clips and stick around to the end, and I'll tell you some of the stuff we've got coming up this year. It's going to be a great year, guys. Enjoy.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left toward Indianapolis.
Oh man, the drive's been gorgeous. I try to get some clips. It doesn't look quite as good through the car windshield, but all the trees are changing. I don't know if you can see behind me. But yeah, it's that sweater weather type of thing going on. Fall is here, and the drive's been great. Long, but great. We're about an hour away from Indianapolis. We'll see what we get into here. We made it to the first and last Roadhouse in North Vernon, Indiana. Some of the signs said Vernon, Indiana, but it looks like a dope spot. They've got us set up here in the upper room. Gonna do some comedy. I see him right over there, Scott Putnam, rolling in hard. We'll get in. We'll take a peek in here. I'll check back soon. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Okay, so I'm here. We did the gig in Indiana, and I'd like to talk about that gig a little bit right now. But we're here at the Belleville Yacht Club. Is that what this place is called? The Belleville Yacht Club? Thanks, brother. Yeah, we're here. It's fun. It's looks dope. They've got a little tiki bar out here on what I believe is Belleville Lake. I should probably apologize to that busboy. I just yelled at him out of nowhere. He's trying to enjoy his smoke break. This is random dude just screaming questions at him. That's rude. Anyway, here on Belleville Lake, what a great show this is. We're here on Belleville Lake at a cool little yacht club place where they've got a tiki bar. Seems like kind of a fun, like almost like a VFW type vibe. The guy in charge is called the Commodore, I think is what they said. They have ranks and stuff. Fun. And I'm a boat enthusiast, so it's fun to be here. And yeah, check this out. Just a gorgeous day. It's been super, just like 78 today, but getting really crispy in the morning and the night. And yeah, just a gorgeous day today. Did a lot of work at Panera. Ended up just hanging out at Panera a whole bunch. You know, the way that you do sometimes. Let's pop a squat here. So last night in Indiana, I should have talked more with Scott Putnam, but we get busy with the show and everything and setting up everything. And man, that show last night, let me tell you about it, was a stinker. Wasn't really anybody's fault necessarily. It just kind of happens like that sometimes. What happened was there was something, the booker said there was something else that was going on in town, and so there wasn't a lot of people at the show. I think they sold 25 tickets is what he said. I don't think all 25 made it out. There was kind of 3 tables of people, and they were having fun. Nobody was in a bad mood. It was just a small crowd, which I'm fine with. Our job isn't to count the sheep, only to minister to the flock, as Old Man Willie would say. But the bar owner, the booker, the guy running the show there said, I'm gonna go downstairs to the restaurant and fill up the room a little bit and see if there's anybody eating down there who wants to come up and just hang out and watch the show for free. Well, not the worst idea really in the world. I've seen that be a fun idea and a way to get more people in. However, there was a guy, Mike, who was on a date and was talking, insisting upon talking to his date during the show, despite the fact he was sitting pretty close up to the front. So it's kind of a nightmare set, but yet at the same time, I'll try to include a clip, an audio clip. I just have audio from this show, but I think you should be able to hear me kind of screaming at Mike. Even despite how terrible all that was, it was still fun. I said it when I left the gig, and I meant it. I said, I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. I sold a bunch of merch. Well, not a bunch, but pretty much everybody in there bought some merch. So I think everybody had fun, despite the fact that technically I don't think it was a good comedy show. So that's kind of weird. But it kind of makes me proud of myself that I could help make that happen. And I think the key, if there's a lesson to be learned for any younger comics out there, I think the key is to be having fun. I think if you're having fun, it's infectious and other people start having fun. But I mean, if you're up there and you're miserable, nobody's into that. So I had a lot of fun last night just pointing out how bad the show was, talking about this guy who was just being real crazy and just talking in the middle of a show. Get out of the sun here a little bit. Yeah, so I guess my lesson, I walked away like kind of laughing about the whole situation. I think my takeaway is, man, if you can love something when it's not good, then it's kind of always good. And I think that's the way I feel about comedy, and more the way I feel about life these days. If you can have a good attitude, and even when things are falling apart, be laughing about it and having fun, man, hard to lose, really. And I bet you those guys book another show, because I bet you they think, you know, that bad show was probably their fault. It kind of was. But I think they also think that was fun still. I could be wrong. They could be saying I was terrible. But, you know, you can't win them all. Anyway, pretty drive today. We've been hanging out editing videos all day. And this place looks super fun. They're having a Halloween costume contest. Brian Atkinson's gonna be here. I promise we'll say hi to Brian, and I'll include some clips from the show here in Belleville, Michigan, near Detroit. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole country, guys. People are sleeping on Detroit because they heard that it was crime infested, and they watched that 8 Mile movie, and they listened to these Eminem lyrics. I'm sure there's some bad parts of Detroit, but man, every time I've been in the area, it's beautiful. The people are great. The comedy shows are off the chain. Just great. Pumped to be here in Detroit. So yeah, I'll check back in with you, probably at the show. Oh my God, I'm here with Brian Atkinson.
So exciting.
Listen
so
to that
exciting.
voice.
Oh my, this little thing? Come on. Yeah, it's very exciting. We're at the Yatst Club.
Yeah.
That's how you pronounce that? Yatst?
No, I think it's a yacht, but it's a lake.
Oh, yeah, there's a lake. Right over there.
Right over there. Look at the stage. We're all glowed up in pink.
Yeah.
Look at this crowd. They're all in Halloween costumes.
You do not want to miss this.
This
is what happens when you go on the Pub and Grub comedy tour.
Yeah, that's right. We're out here. What did they say? 100-some tickets?
Yeah, 120 something.
120-some tickets sold. It's going to be a banger show. Excited to be here, man. Are you pumped?
I'm very excited. Very excited.
We're like 20 minutes till showtime, so.
Is that right? Yeah, spot on.
Locked and loaded.
Great.
We'll talk to you on the other end.
Up here. I'm glad nobody laughed at that. I'm being taken very seriously, guys, and that's the way that I like it. Guys, this is a short protest song called Hands. Hope y'all enjoy it. This one goes out to all the hard-working men and women right here in Belleville, Michigan, y'all. Poor folks' hands are cracked and rough from working every day. Rich folks' hands are smooth as silk, they got it made in the shade. Hands jerk off dicks, that's what hands are for. Somebody's jerking me off and it feels like they're poor. That's right, thank you. That song's about wage inequality.
Check in. We made it to almost to Indianapolis, and so we're gonna camp out here at a rest area, Henry Ford style. So yeah, a little bit of driving to do tomorrow, and we'll be back home safe and sound. Thanks for joining me on this episode, on this little tour. There it is, and there it was. We'll check you next time. Thanks for checking it out. Psych! Hey, it's me from the future. I think I'm in the exact same Wally spot that I was last week. But I have an addendum that I'm going to throw in. This is actually next week after the Indianapolis. This is so confusing. So my car, the Crow, is getting ready to surpass 300,000 miles, if I can show you. That's going to happen on this trip, which is actually the weekend after Indianapolis, Detroit. But I mean, we're just going up for one show in Portage, Wisconsin. There's not enough for a whole episode. I mean, we are going to see Val Werner again, who's been on the show before. Probably should make a whole different episode. I might do that. I might just throw this in the middle of what is already a riveting tour log, or I might just not, and just just like make a whole different thing. I don't know what I'm doing. The show's bad. We're here on another weekend. It's gloomy. It's overcast. It's just a one-off show. But yeah, the Crow. Wow. 300,000 miles. For those of you who want the specs on the old machine, it's a Chevy Equinox. I think it's a 2015, I believe. Don't get excited. She's had a whole new motor put in. So this is her second motor. The first one got blown out. And then the guy at the shop kind of recommended it because the secondary car market is kind of crazy. And I think it was like $5,000, money well spent, to get the old Crow back in shape. And so yeah, right up here on the dash, you can see it. This is the 3 passengers. This is me. I'm a garbage man. I found him in a gutter. This is the Crow. I know that's a duck, but that's a Crow. And then, yeah, you guessed it, J-Dog looking out for us. And don't tell the Crow that it's not, 2011. She's living in the past. But yeah, I live in her. I drive her around. There's the bedroom, all ready to rock. I love this car. She's a bad mamma jamma. She's crossed this continent, I don't know, a dozen times at least. She's bad to the bone. I've got video of her covered in ice. I've got video of her out on the beaches of every major waterway in the United States. When she crosses the Appalachian Mountains, she doesn't even call them mountains. She's kind of like pretty dismissive about entire mountain ranges in this country. One time I hit a deer in this car, and the car didn't even want to pull over and check if everything was okay. The car was just like it got away with murder. It was like, don't tell anybody. Let's go. So yeah, she's got a mind of her own. I'm just proud to be traveling around with her. I forget the name of all the Civil War generals had like horses that had they had like their own special horses that were famous. That's the Crow. And I'm a Civil War general. I don't like this analogy anymore. But yeah, we're here at Wally's. Usual stop off to top off with that cheap Missouri gas before we head up through Illinois and use their fantastic restrooms and enjoy the nostalgia. Anyway, I'll check back in whenever we cross the threshold at 300,000 miles. Getting close to 500,000. That's insane. I wonder if she could make it to 500,000. To 5. Ugh. It's like double up, double up, All right, we're rambling. I gotta pee. Oh boy, we made it to Portage, Wisconsin. It's a charming town. And boy, we nailed it almost directly, 100 miles until we turn over 300,000. So we're here at a gig for the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. Shout out, Bar Comedy USA. We're at the 1873 bar, and pretty drive. Rolled into town just as the old sun was setting, and pretty drive, but it is getting cold, man, no doubt. The heater is broken in the Crow, so she ain't perfect. It has been a cold drive. We're gonna try to get that fixed next week. But yeah, we're here at this 1873 bar, getting ready to unload. We're going to do a show with our good friend Val Werner from Indianapolis. I'll be excited to see her again. And yeah, let's get inside and take a peek. I got to take a poop. We made it to Portage, Wisconsin.
We did alive. We're alive.
Val's here. Longtime friend of the Derek Luna Show.
That's right. I love his penis.
You better finish this sentence. Better finish this
Not
sentence.
recently.
Oh man, stupid Bon Jovi's playing. This is totally gonna get taken off YouTube.
No. Really?
Nobody cares.
Delete it right here, Liz.
They can't take it down if it gets no views.
Well, that's how mine.
That's how mine works. It doesn't matter.
It's not Bon Jovi. It's John Bovey.
Yeah.
That's what I hear. It's a cover band.
Normally my mom watches it, but I'll call her. I'll tell her, skip this one. Well, we're here. We're going to play a show. It's going to be fun. Look, people are trickling in. Yeah. They're ready for some comedy.
They are. Too bad we're here to do ballet.
Oh, my car is, this is a special episode, because my car is 100 miles from 300,000 miles.
I haven't told you about my car drama.
Oh, wow.
I have a
What
whole new
happened?
car. That night I left Maslin, I was in an accident.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No
and
way.
then it took them 3 months to fix my car. And I was like, as soon as they gave me my car back, I'm like, I'm not keeping this car. Is so fucking alive.
Yeah.
I touched it.
Bad
So,
mojo.
I have a new car. Her name is Sloan. She's perfect.
Sloan, she's all in a name and hers.
Yeah, poor dude, just, you know.
Yeah. I guess I named mine the Crow. But
Right, yeah.
100 miles on the way back, we
That's amazing.
will crown a new
People are
birthday.
100, you're going to stop and take a selfie with
Is it a birthday with Miles? I think it's like its third birthday.
I don't know.
I'm 42, which is like 7 million miles in Crow years.
Yeah, there's going to be a mileage associated, you know.
We'll have to crunch the numbers, but you see what I'm going with
I was
this.
gonna say, like, you are also 300,000 miles, because I assume you were in the car.
I like number jokes too much, where the joke is just to crunch the math. Yeah, that's an old Derek trick. Anyway, I'll check in after the show. Val, running into old friends out on the road. Val out here grabbing a slice of road dog pie. Later.
Pre-recorded live from the I-70 eastbound, somewhere west of Effingham. It's the Derek Luna Show. This week, we survived sub-freezing temperatures, plus a trip to Marion, Ohio. But now, he's trying to thaw out his creamsicle. It's Derek Luna. That's correct. I'm here in the car. And, traveling along on the I-70 eastbound, where it all started. Where the first episode of the DLS was born. I believe I was at a roadside park. And, we're on our way to Marion, Ohio as part of the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. Shout out Dog, Jeremy Danley, and Bar Comedy USA. Kind of kind of wanted to. I should have done this episode last week. Last week was an epic mother of a journey where I went to Duluth, Minnesota, and the car heater in the Crow is broken. So you can imagine how cold it got. It's the middle of December. Right now it's 38 and it feels balmy, but pretty cold. And I was camping out in the car against everyone's better judgment. Just freezing cold. I bought an extra sleeping bag, so I've got like 2 sleeping bags on. Just in an effort to keep moving and to actually survive on a comics income. But yeah, you're dealing with Comedy Rambo. He's been trained to ignore weather, to eat anything, to ignore the elements. Comedy Rambo's mission is to kill, period. And Comedy Rambo is the best. So I was out there scrounging around and making it work, and it was crazy cold. But here we are, we're doing it again. The car heater is getting fixed next week. And so this is my last trip with no car heater. Feels pretty good right now. We got the sun shining, the Crow is heating up. And I basically just wanted to talk to you guys about that and the chat, show you the challenges of trying to rough it out here. Rolled Amundsen style in the Arctic. And also to test my new audio equipment, guys. Audio has been a huge issue at the Derek Luna Show for just years and years. Those of you who have been watching since the beginning, you know this is a bad show. It's not quality. And no area could be a better example of that than the audio. Just terrible sometimes. But I do have these new lavalier mics that I think are working. The green light is on now, so test 1, test. So I think that'll help out a lot and open up some new ways that I can record. I can record sets and things like that with it. So I'm excited to have these and sort of try them out on this episode. This week we're going to Marion, Ohio. I'm going to show you some clips from that. We might get a little bit of a sit down with Bill Stone is the feature act for this week. I know Bill from I met him through the World Series of Comedy, who I also work for. And so he's an interesting fella. He's out on like a Rolling Stone tour, I believe he's calling it, where he's touring all across the country, playing shows. And he's hopped on this Pub and Grub show as part of the tour. I'm excited to see him again. Last time I saw him was out in Vegas, so we could do a little catching up with him. And I'll show you some clips from the show. And then later that night, I'm going to drive south. This is just a one-night only affair, so I'm going to drive south after I leave, which I know some of you who are familiar with geography know that that's the wrong direction. You should be heading west to get back to Missouri. But it is 5 degrees. It's supposed to be 5 degrees warmer in Louisville. So I think I'm going to take up that 5 degrees and try to get down by the Ohio River, where it should be a little bit warmer for my car camping. And along the way, I'm going to try to talk to you guys about what I'm going through. I'm not trying to get sympathy or anything, because I'm definitely doing this to myself. But just to show you some of the tips and tricks that I have to try to make it in some of these challenging conditions. I don't know. I think about Jeremiah Johnson, where at the very end of the movie, after he's been, hanging out on the mountain for a couple years and trapping beaver and fighting Indians and all this hardship, his old friend Bear Claw sits down next to him and says, "You've come a long way, Pilgrim. Was it worth all the trouble?" And Jeremiah Johnson looks at him and says, "What trouble? What trouble?" I always try to maintain that attitude. I'm really grateful for all the opportunities I get. Shout out to Bar Comedy USA. And shout out to the great people at Capstone Automotive who are going to be fixing my heater next week. I'm excited to be doing this and really embrace every opportunity. If I'm complaining, I'm wrong. I get to go tell jokes all over the place. Car heater, no, sub-zero temperatures or whatever. I'm the luckiest idiot out here in the world. And that's the way that I try to always maintain it and always try to look at it. And if you can't be grateful and really positive, then what are you? Hey, he's cutting in front of me! You piece of shit! Sorry. Anyway, always maintain an attitude of gratitude. And we'll check back in with you along the way, guys. Thanks for checking this out. Like and subscribe, or don't tell anybody at all and turn it off now. It doesn't matter to me. I'll be just as happy either way. I haven't quite dialed in the audio yet. Is it possible? Is it possible we got new camera equipment, new audio equipment, and the audio's gotten worse? Possibly. We haven't quite dialed it in yet, but we're at the old Love's Travel Stop, knocking the old salt off the windshield. They give you the extra long sticks here at Love's, so you don't have to get very close to your car to clean it, which is nice when your car's as filthy as mine. No offense, Crow. You know we love you. This episode is sponsored by Love's Travel Stop. Grab that Love's app. 10 cents off a gallon, you can't beat it.
Black and white, red and blue. I think that look good on you. And if I scream, don't let me go. I love us things. I know. Knock on wood, we all stay good. Cause we all live in Hollywood with Dracula and Dollywood. I'm spoken wood, but understood. Up to my ass in alligators. Let's get it on with the alligator.
Iowa, a critical hub for the flow of people, goods, and ideas throughout American history, and a place where the East truly met the West.
I've seen the snow plows out, so it's going to stop this blizzard in maybe an hour to 2 hours, and we should be able to get out of here. Supposed to have a show tonight. I'm hoping they don't try to cancel or something. But anyway, we're safe and sound at a luxurious Days Inn.
There we go.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Get him out. Let's go. Get him out. Shane, hit his head. Hit his head.
Oh, he's alive! And nobody still has died from cannabis. Not a one.
Have a good holiday? Oh boy, yeah, I had a good holiday. This happened though. Somebody bought my 3-year-old daughter a teepee for Christmas. like a children's play tent that's decorated pretty culturally inappropriately, like a Native American teepee. It's fun. It's fun for the baby girl. She loves it. It has added some weird racial tension to the living room for just no reason whatsoever. I'm like, baby girl, you gotta finish your vegetables. She's like, how long will the white man promise ice cream and deliver only vegetables? I'm like, that's enough. You gotta go to your room. She's like, you mean my reservation? She cries the whole way there. Now there's a trail of tears in the living room, guys. Nobody's enjoying that. Man, having a kid makes you start thinking about the future, you know? I gotta start cleaning up some of my habits. Gotta start thinking long term. I wanna be there for her first cigarette.
I'm here with Robbie Aces for the Pub and Grub comedy tour. We're getting ready to get it on here at Venetian Estates.
Bam.
You ready, bud?
I'm ready, bud.
Ready to light that candle. Hands in. Oh, he did it! Oh! Oh! Pre-recorded live from a Wally's gas station in Benton, Missouri. It's the Derek Luna Show. This week, a travelogue of sorts as we travel to North Thurman, Indiana, basically Indianapolis, and Belleville, Michigan, basically Detroit. But now, he's got to get himself to Detroit, Rock City. It's Derek Luna. That's correct. We're on our way on a little weekend road tripper. Yeah, I'll play some catch up is what I'll do and try to catch you guys up on what all's been happening. We went to Vegas for the World Series of Comedy finale. You might have noticed, we've not been doing a lot of Derek Luna shows in the last month or so. Just got so crazy busy that I couldn't keep up with it. The World Series, a lot of work goes into that. I was the only real host for most of the year, and so there's a lot of extra stuff going on, a lot of emails getting sent, and I just didn't have time to really keep up on the show. But that's fine, because the show is terrible. We talk about it all the time. If you follow the show, it's a bad show, and so why not take a break if you need to? Because who cares? It's the Derek Luna Show. We can do whatever we want here. Nobody cares. So who cares? So we stopped doing it for a while. When I was in Vegas, when we finally got to the World Series, I did an episode with, I interviewed Trevor Scott, but also in Vegas, while I was doing that episode, my Zoom audio recorder broke in half. Kind of a wild story. The big curtain fell down in the comedy club, and a bunch of our table stuff got to have to be moved, and it fell down on the floor. And anyway, so that's why there's no microphones here. I'm having trouble doing interviews because, that's hard to pick up, two different people talking. I figure I could make do with a travelogue style episode here, which I've done in the past and have done pretty well. Just showing you little clips of the road trip along the way. We're going to do that, and then we're going to try to fix the Zoom recorder and get that back rolling, just to give everybody maybe 5 or 6 more episodes for the end of the year. I've got a nice road trip in December with Katie Still. I want to do an episode with that. I want to do a holiday, Thanksgiving gratitude type episode, and probably a New Year's Christmas episode. I'm doing a road trip at the end of the year with my old man. So maybe like a me and my dad episode. So anyway, I've got like 4 or 5 episodes of the Derek Luna Show planned for the rest of the year. We'll wrap up this season. This season's been crazy. We've been all over America. It's been a while. I say season. This year of my life has been wild and fun. And next year, I've got some big announcements I'm going to probably wait on, but next year looks to be even crazier as far as where we'll be heading and where we'll be performing. I mean, I'm going to still be with the World Series of Comedy. I'll go ahead and announce that. But a lot of wild opportunities. I think we're going to get a chance to maybe go international in one form or another. I can tell you that much. But yeah, big announcements coming up next year. I'm excited about it. We're going to do this episode. What's this episode going to be? Oh man, we're going to, no offense, Indianapolis. And you're not the worst place I've ever been. But as far as like major cities in America, you are probably one of my least favorites. I mean, here's the thing though. I'll give you this. Great comedy happening there. Every time I'm there doing comedy, it's like, what a great show. Probably the shows are better than any of the ones that I've done in a lot of other places. Specifically, probably Detroit. So it's ironic in that way, where it's like, do I want to hang out in Indianapolis? I mean, maybe not. There's some fun stuff to do there. But mostly you're there to do a good comedy show, of which they have plenty. So I'm going to that town. And then, almost the exact opposite situation. Detroit, one of my favorite cities in all of America. I love visiting. My Tigers just got knocked out of the playoffs, so we can't go to a Tigers game. Probably couldn't afford it anyway. But heading to Detroit for Saturday night. A little twofer weekend roadie. Both of these shows are for the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. Shout out to Jeremy Danley, my brother in comedy, fellow road dog out there. These are part of that tour, the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour at Bar Comedy USA. If you want some more info, if you got a bar and you're like, maybe we could do comedy here, go hit up Jared Dog Danley. Go hit up this guy at Bar Comedy USA. Get yourself a gosh darn comedy show right there where you are. Oh, but Derek, we're in the middle of nowhere. Nobody would travel all the way out here to do comedy. Yeah, they do. They do. There was a gig, they're doing a gig in December in like Glasgow, Montana. I think you got to take like 4 helicopters to get out there. But we're doing it. Anyway, so check them out. Yeah, so we'll do a little twofer. I'll keep you updated along the road. The trip so far, the drive's been beautiful. The leaves are changing. The temperature is perfect for a little car camping, double dipper. And I know I'm going to meet some friends along the way. I know Brian Atkinson is on this show in Belleville, Michigan. So we'll get to say hey to him too. So piecing it together. I'll give you a little snippets along the way. We'll check in with you a little bit later. Is it yummy?
Yeah.
You're messy. You're going to need a good bath.
Yeah.
Tell mommy hi.
Hi. Eating ice cream.
Eating ice creams.
Eating ice cream.
You got paint all over you.
Yeah.
You're filthy.
Yeah.
You need a good bath.
Yeah.
Or maybe a showie.
Is that we?
Paddle, paddle, paddle.
You gotta work those legs. You gotta get your legs stronger. Watch where you're going.
Woo! Paddle, paddle.
There you go. Keep pedaling.
Oh boy, a lot happened, right? So there it is, and there it was. This was our first episode of the 2026 season. Thanks for checking it out. Oh man, we've got so much fun shit going on this year. Hopefully, with the World Series of Comedy, I'm still going to be working with them. Coming up next week, I'm taking my father on a trip, a 4-day trip for New Year's down to Winter Haven, Florida, as I play the Laugh Out Lounge in Winter Haven. Shout out to the Bar Comedy USA. I've got a New Year's Eve gig with them. Their new book is out, and I made the cover again, Mom. Can you believe it? So a lot of fun stuff coming up. Hopefully we'll start working with Carnival Cruise Lines and Comedy Productions LLC sometime this year. And the World Series rolls on. Later in January, I've got a gig in Steamboat Springs. I play my first ski resort. So a lot of fun stuff. Stay tuned this year. It's going to be a wild year. It's going to be a lot of fun. She just left. That sounds like a good idea. Maybe we'll take off ourselves. Anyway, thanks for checking it out. And yeah, if you're ever in Springfield, come check out the old Springfield Comedy Club, guys. Fun times, a great organization. And yeah, thanks for checking it out. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next week. Bye!